Guys, what is up? What's going on out there today? Yes, Brent Abel here, webtennis.com. Um, got a little tidbit here for you today, a little message on mental toughness. And look, the title is Mental Toughness Isn't White Knuckling. Something that I thought that's what I had to do because back in the day, and maybe not that long ago, I'd say in the last 7, 8 years, I could get pretty good and pissed off out there and let everyone know about, oh my God, this is what's wrong today, whatever. How could I possibly miss this shot? And yeah, I mean, I I was pretty vocal about it. And eventually I remember sitting and watching another match and watching a guy do the same thing that I thought I was doing. And I thought to myself, first of all, that looks really dumb, looks really bad. And then number two, I just thought, I don't think that getting angry and upset, even if it's minimal, even if it's just body language where you're kind of slumping your shoulders down after missing a shot, you might not say anything, but you're kind of telling the whole world, in some form, either a combination of body language and being a little loud, or just some little body language in there. And so, look, what I finally decided was, okay, I can't do this anymore. It's not helping me play any better. So what am I going to do? And my first thought was, well, I guess what you got to do is you got to be Mr. Stoic out there, right? You got to be Mr. Little Mr. Marcus Aurelius out there and just show no emotion. And the way that I interpreted that was if something went bad, like if I chunked an easy open court sitter, missed the shot, I just kind of went into, okay, let's just hold on, let's not do anything, or don't get upset, don't say anything. Yeah, it's okay, walk around like everything's cool. But the reality for me is that it was just kind of the term, I was white knuckling it. I was just holding on for dear life. And it actually, for me in the long term, it just made it worse. It wasn't working. So, what I eventually came to believe was that what I had to do was the first thing is as soon as the point was over, I had to control the emotions in some way other than you know, just kind of going completely stoic. I had to actually feel something, and that something I wanted to feel was okay. Um, what I meant to do instead, something positive, or just a message of, oh, well, okay, that's okay. No worries. No, it's fine. It's going to be okay. And for me, that eventually morphed into what has now become my 4 part between points routine, my 4 part between points system. And so, if this is you, right? If I'm kind of describing some version of what you do at the end of a point where things don't go well, if you want to make sure that you kind of get through that, and look, we all going to miss some shots, right? No one's perfect. Fed never got it figured out where he never ever missed a ball. Novak didn't. The great Rod Laver did. No one has. We're going to miss some shots, and then we're going to miss some shots at the most inopportune moments in matches, whether it's singles or doubles. And the only way that really help that thing kind of dissipate so you don't panic, you don't get pissed off, you don't get upset that that you did that, but that it might happen again is you got to let it go. And the best way for me to let it go is not to white knuckle it, but is to be really proactive with what I do, which is the first step of my 4 parts between points routine. Look, if you've not yet picked this thing up, you got to get it. It's down below in the description area, and it's a 9 minute video. And look, it's a free video. It'll show you exactly what I do. And look, it's made the big difference for me in terms of being able to control my emotions, in terms of being able to not white knuckle, in terms of not, I don't get angry anymore out there. I just don't get upset. And I'm not telling you it's like a light switch where you just now all of a sudden you flick on the light switch, no more, it's all done. No, obviously it takes some habit building to get there. All this stuff in tennis is just, can you build good habits? We do that on swing tech, forehand, backhand, serve, whatever it is. We work on the good habits that make the swing tech better. But we got to do the same thing mentally. Because if you're pissed off, if you're ticked off, even if you're not showing it, if you're white knuckling it, you're not going to make great decisions in the upcoming points, right? You just won't. So habit building for how you respond when you miss a shot, how you respond when the guy over there hits a the most lucky shot they've ever hit, hits that tape, bounces over, it's a huge point. You've got match point, they get lucky, whatever, right? You've got to be able to respond a certain way in that moment so that you maintain clarity of how you want to start the next point. Look, guys, down below is that link. I want you to click it. And if you haven't already done so, get signed up for that free 9-minute video. And look, maybe there's something else in your game that you want to work on. Um, could be swing tech, could be tactics, strategies. Yeah, mental part. Maybe it's fitness. If you've got 15 minutes, what I'm going to offer is a free 15-minute private one-on-one call with me. The two of us, we'll get in the phone together. And look, right down below also is a link that you can cherry pick a date and time that works perfectly for you, and go ahead and click it and getting signed up. Again, it's on me. Free 15-minute coaching call, private one-on-one, and let's get her done. All right, guys. Hope this has been helpful today. Let me know down below what's on your mind. Any comments, any questions, remark, feedback in the comments area. Love to read your stuff and promise to get back to you in somewhat of a timely manner. Might take me a day or two, but that's cool. I promise to get back to you. And as always, now's the time. We have to get out there. We got to help someone else. Have a great day, guys. I will definitely see you again next time.